you ready to get your fix.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Now, the running back market in the NFL has been an interesting one as of recent because nobody wants to pay running backs big money anymore. The league is kind of moving towards an air attack, a pass attack, stuff like that. And there's a certain running back, well, that wants to get paid, that probably should get paid. That's kind of pissed off right now. That is New York Giants running back Saquon Barkley. He was franchise tagged earlier this offseason, but I don't think he has signed it. And apparently, he's holding out. He will not report to mandatory minicamp, which means, if he misses the 3 days of mandatory minicamp, he can be fined up to $99,000, which to him is probably not a lot, but at the same time, you're still missing some money and stuff like that. So Adam Schefter tweeted this basically out today. That's a Giants franchise running back, Saquon Barkley, confirmed after the Saquon Barkley youth football camp in Jersey City, New Jersey today, that he will not be at the team's mandatory minicamp this week. Barkley still has not signed his franchise tender, and this is what Saquon Barkley said. He says, "As I have previously stated, I'm not looking to set any contract records. I'm not demanding to be the highest paid player at my position. I understand the market. My goal is to just be compensated respectfully based on my contributions to the team, on the field, and in the locker room. I've been in talks with the Giants throughout the offseason. If at some point there's a deal that is fair for both sides on the table, I'll be ready to sign." So that's some good signs, right? Obviously, he wants a contract with the Giants. Give him one that he's comfortable with and he thinks is fair. He's going to be ready to sign, which I do believe he wants to remain a New York Giant unless he doesn't get that money. Then, hey, we never know. There could be a holdout, which is why when I seen this tweet, I was like, oh boy. Around the NFL says the frustrated Giants running back Saquon Barkley doesn't rule out sitting out for the 2023 season. Good idea, bad idea. Well, you remember what happened to Melvin Ingram with the Chargers back in the day? Remember he was pissed off because he wasn't getting his contract extension and stuff like that. So he said, screw it. I'm going to sit out the entire season. Then we seen the birth, the explosion of Austin Eckler, who ended up taking his position, ended up taking over that number one starting role for the new Los Angeles Chargers, and still has it to this day. Melvin Ingram hasn't been the same since after sitting out that entire season. I'm not saying this is going to happen to Saquon because the Giants' backup running back is Matt Breida, former Miami Dolphins running back and stuff like that, former 49ers running back. He's not bad, okay, but he's not a Saquon Barkley. So I don't think there's a chance that Matt Breida takes over that number one role if Saquon decides to sit out. But usually if you sit out an entire season, that doesn't mean good things, okay, because you're missing a whole year of training, of game time reps and stuff like that. But it's very possible that Saquon says, screw it. You don't want me on your team. You don't want to give me the money that I think I'm deserved. That's fair for both sides. Then I'm just not going to play for you, and your season's going to be kind of in the trash, in the dumps. Look what happened last season. We went to the wild card game, beat the Minnesota Vikings. Now we're moving forward. I was a massive part of that, and if you don't want that, then adios, amigo. Okay, that's basically what he's saying. But at the same time, I don't think he's going to sit out the entire 2023 season. I think he's going to kind of, hopefully they come to a contract. If they don't, he's going to play under that franchise tag just because I don't think you want to sit out a whole year and miss out on all that money. But here's some of his statements that Saquon released or said to the media here. This is from Ian Rappaport. It said, "When July 17 comes up, then I'll have to sit down with my team, sit down with my family, and make decisions. See what we're going to do. What's the next game plan? What's the next move?" That comes after the report of obviously him wanting to sit out the entire season, or potentially not wanting to, potentially sitting out the entire season. He's like, look, if they don't want me, I got to kind of sit down with people and kind of weigh my options and see what I really want to do with my career. Then he follows it up with saying, look, they tagged the top 3 guys. We didn't even get a chance to hit the open market. They put the cap at $10 million, and when they have the tag, they have all the leverage. That's the reality, and that is the reality of running backs nowadays because they're literally a dime a dozen. You can go wherever you want, find a running back that can fit the system, fit the scheme, and play decent enough football. Look, you look at the last couple Super Bowl champions, their running backs didn't even have 1,000 yards rushing, so today's game is moving away from those 1,000-yard rushers, just wanting somebody who can get the job done, get 3-4 yards a carry, and not be, a superstar. Unless you're, if you're Christian McCaffrey, you're obviously going to be wanting and get paid big money. But I think Saquon Barkley deserves to be paid at least not handsomely well, but at least over $10 million. I think he deserves that. I think he's shown what he's capable of. Now, the injuries that he's had in the past does play a factor. He missed some time and stuff like that. But he, like that first tweet I showed you, right? The first thing it said was Giants franchise running back. Okay, he's the franchise running back. He's the guy. He's the go-to guy. You drafted this man to take over and play a big role in your offense, so why wouldn't you want to pay him? They decided to pay Daniel Jones instead, which I understand at the same time, but you have to look at your offense as a whole. Who do we need to keep around? Who do we want to let go of? And look, Saquon's going to get paid. Just not sure if it's going to be from the Giants, if they're going to come to an agreement this season. Or maybe he just decides to say, hey, I'm going to play on that franchise tag. We're going to go out there. We're going to ball out. And then I'm going to get paid big money, whether it be from the Giants or somebody else in free agency. But it is what it is. You guys can let me know what you think about this situation in the comments. Drop a like. And hey, subscribe to the channel. We're only 10 subs away from 300. You can help me reach that goal by doing so right now. Have a great rest of your day, folks. And you just got your fix with the Wicks.